I'm running a charity jet ski endurance ride for men's mental health, and the event's called Therapski, and it's happening in 4 weeks. Before I tell you more about it, let's hit the boat ramp. We are at the boat ramp, Lake Rotoiti. Another stunning day. We're just hoping that it turns out like this on the actual day of the event. But I'm here with Tatai.
Yes. Kia ora.
We're going to have a quick chat about the really amazing initiative that the funds from this event go to, the Gotcha Bro initiative. Talk a little bit about how that's set up. Why is this important? Why have you set the program up?
I think, when we talk to Gotcha Bro, we talk to exactly that. It's not just words, but when we say we got you. And is created or designed due to identifying the need to support men that are going through it, and all that aligns to mental health. And so something that I hold dearly to myself, due to what I've experienced in life and what I've had to go through, and so being able to share that experience with others and being able to nurture that space and create a safe space where men can be heard and held without judgment, and be surrounded by like-minded brothers that are also going through it or being through it.
I like the idea of that, where it's friendly for anybody to turn up. There's no written rules around that, providing a really supportive space for it. And it's a weekly.
We run every Thursdays from 10 a.m. through to 2 p.m.
Just really happy that this is where the money, the funds, the donations, everything's going, because it's a cause that you can see needs the funds, and I think it's just great. I'm hoping we can really pull in some funds for you.
Either way, we're looking forward to the event. And for us as Ngāti Pukiao, Ngāti Rongo Mai, the iwis of our lake here of Rotoiti, we're fortunate to have whānau that are out there, men like yourself, supporting these type of kaupapa, and so that we can better support, better resource these programs or these kaupapa, so that we can just love on our whānau, love on our people.
Yes.
And so really want to acknowledge what it is that you're doing, Greg, and so e mihi nui ana.
We can't get you on a ski, mate. We can't.
I don't know. I think I might get bucked off.
So let's talk while I'm idling up here. What is this event all about? Obviously, I love jet skis. You can tell that much. I love nature. I love the lakes, ocean. I love what jet skis can do. They can get you out there and get you adventuring. They take you to places that you probably couldn't get to on a boat sometimes. They're accessible. So the way I look at it is jet ski is a kind of a weird but unique way to encourage people to have adventure and get into nature. And men's mental health is a big passion of mine. I've had my own challenges over the last few years, and like a lot of people, but what I've found is when I'm out adventuring, doing my adventures on the jet ski, I get a lot of guys, a lot of people, a lot of men riding with me, and I find you end up in these real deep discussions, deep chats that you wouldn't have otherwise. And I kind of liken it to the saying that men bond shoulder to shoulder rather than face to face. You generally have to be doing something. And it's probably similar to why guys bond when you're out fishing. You're out adventuring, you're in nature, and you're doing something together, and then you end up having these really good conversations that you wouldn't have otherwise. So I thought, well, I love all of that. How can we actually combine it all into something meaningful? I love the Rotorua lakes, particularly Lake Rotoiti, which is where we are right now. And I wanted to find a way to give back, create awareness for that topic, men's mental health, and actually get some funds together, get people that are also passionate about the topic, and put those funds to somewhere really meaningful. I wanted it to go somewhere local, had benefits to the local community, particularly around Lake Rotoiti, Rotorua, and I found a really cool course. I'm just going to take you out and show you where the course is, and wouldn't it be fantastic if we could get a day like this when we're actually doing the ride? It'd be amazing. Therapski is happening on the 23rd of August. So how does Therapski work? Well, you're going to have probably no more than 30 jet skis. We've got a 10k loop, which I'm just going to come and show you in a second. all the riders are encouraged to ride as far as you can. It's not a race, it's an endurance event. So you're going to have a real mix. Some of the riders are riding little sparks, some of them are up in modified 300s, and really it's about riding as far as you can to try and raise funds and awareness. So some of the riders are sponsored per kilometre, so you could choose, like I'm sponsoring myself per kilometre ridden. I've got a friend sponsoring me per kilometre ridden, so it's a day's worth of riding from about 8:30 till 4 p.m. Riders can ride as long as they want, as far as you want. There's no requirement to ride for 8 hours, and I think a lot of it's going to depend on the weather we get in the day, and certainly it'll probably impact how well I walk following the event and how well my lower back functions for the week following the event. So you don't have to go super fast. You're going to end up a bit, some people are just going to be in eco mode, inject their gas, 55k an hour, and just ride the circuit as far as you can. There's multiple ways to donate. You don't have to sponsor a rider. You can just literally donate to the cause. You can give us $1. Any money goes a long way. So I'll put a link up to the Give a Little page. Keep running that up in the description here. You can find ways to actually throw money towards the cause, the event, or you could choose to sponsor me or any of the other riders and say, hey look, even 5 cents a kilometre or a cent a kilometre, give us some encouragement to actually ride as far as we can. Alright, so right now we are, excuse my nasally voice with my goggles on, right now we're probably mid-lake and we're heading that way, which is east, over towards Gorilla Rock and Hinahopu, so let's go over there. Here we are. Here's Gorilla Rock. This is roughly where the furthest most buoy is going to go. Hinahopu down there, and we'll have it sitting well outside the 200 metre 5 knot zone, and this will be the last buoy you'll turn from. So you'll be going out to the centre of the lake, turning around, coming down here, and then you'll have a long leg back to Hinahopu. So just a 3 buoy system. That's a great spot to go. It's got another name, Gorilla Rock. I can't remember what it's called, but that's what I call it. It's where you can do the nice jumps off into the water, do your manus off the cliff there. But yeah, I mean, you can see here, like if we get a day like this, things are going to be fantastic. There's limitations on what we can ride in, but if there's a bit of rain, a little bit of wind, we'll be fine. The reason why I've gone to this side of the lake is because it's the least disruptive to the lake, and we should be in the most sheltered position. If we get a howling southerly, it's going to be a bit choppy, isn't it? But I think most conditions should be fine. Let's just keep fingers crossed we get a day like this on the 23rd. Hey. Okay, this is buoy 2. Now I've actually gone backwards because you're going to come from that way to this buoy, and then you're going to go back to the first buoy I took you to near Gorilla Rock. And the reason we're doing that is because you're still abiding by the maritime rules when you're passing, and also you're going to be passing, if you are, particularly around a buoy, on the outside. So it just takes a lot of the risk out in terms of any safety considerations. This is where it is, so we're kind of sitting in the middle of the lake on the eastern side, back where we came from. And that over there is Hinahopu. So you start down there, you come back to where I am here, you go around this buoy, and you head out to that first one I took you to. Spin around, and you've got a long leg that goes all the way back to Hinahopu. Pretty stunning day. I keep saying it, but I hope we get this on the day. So here we are, we're at Hinahopu, and the extent of the reserve is effectively all the way down there. It's lovely street, Tamatea Street, and there's a grass strip all the way in front of it. Down the end here is the jetty. And we're going to have our first and final buoy just around here. So keeping in mind you can see the yellow, these are 5 knot, 200 metre 5 knot from shore zones, so they'll be retained. So you won't be speeding anywhere out close to the shore, that's for sure. You'll come out to buoy 1 and you'll start your journey out that way, centre of the lake, round buoy 2, back down to Gorilla Rock, round buoy 3, longest leg, back around again. Very, very pretty part of the lake. And there's your boat ramp and your jetty. And that's basically where our base station's going to go. You'll have a medic on shore, all of your requirements and facilities. There'll be a fuel pit to the left of the jetty there. So there you go. That's the inaugural Therapski event plan. If you'd like to ride, reach out. If you'd like to support, and that doesn't have to be sponsoring somebody, you can literally just put a few dollars through to the Give a Little page. Head to therapski.com. I'll put that down the bottom there. You can see the link to the Give a Little page. Any funds are greatly appreciated. A few quick shout outs. Firstly, big thank you to everybody that's helping me out with this. There's all the riders giving up your time. There's expenditure for the cause. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that's helping. You've got an onshore team, safety marshals, medic, everybody giving up their time and expenditure. So thank you. Hugely appreciated. And thanks to everybody that's sponsored and donated. It's hugely appreciated. Also thanks to Action Sports. They're going to be lending me a ski on the day, and they've given us some goodies which we'll greatly use. And we've also got a big thank you to Jet Pilot too. Jet Pilot do amazing, basically all of my jet ski apparel is Jet Pilot gear, including this beautiful jacket vest I've got on. So thank you to Jet Pilot, they've sponsored the event as well. And if you haven't seen my channel before and what I'm about getting people into nature, adventure through this weird medium of jet skis. And I'm also about bringing positivity into the world where I can. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I might burn a bit of gas because why not?